Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I am the Loner Ranger, CrossCountry Mortgage here in Winter Park, Florida. Same location, 20 years. Been in the business for 32 years. Helped well over 9,000 folks become homeowners and refinance and save money. And my show's all about how you can refinance or save money when you're buying real estate, how to become a first-time home buyer, how to do a move-up program. By the way, if you're a nurse or you're a healthcare worker or you're a first responder, you're a veteran, or you're a teacher, I got great programs for you. Great programs. Save you thousands of dollars by purchasing a home or refinancing a home. You call me at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. And I'll help you, guide you through the process and save you a lot of money. I am the official lender for the Fraternal Order of Police. I'm the official lender for the Police Benevolent Association. I am the official lender for several of the teacher unions. I'm committed to helping you. Help a lot of folks at Advent Health. I got a special program for them. I got a special program for folks that work at Orlando Health. And listen, I had a call the other day. They said, hey, I work at Orlando Health, but I'm not really healthcare. I do something other than healthcare. Do I qualify? Yes, you qualify. Yes, I don't care if you're the custodian. The surgeon couldn't do the surgery if they didn't have a custodian to keep things clean. You qualify for that program. It's available for all people in the healthcare industry and all the people in the educational industry, all the people in law enforcement or first responder industry. It's available. With me today, I have Chase Woodburn. Chase has been on the last two segments with us talking about his journey as a first-time home buyer, bought his first house in his 20s. Okay, is super stoked about the process on how to help other young adults become homeowners, why he is committed to helping young adults become homeowners, and he's sharing his journey. So we just got through talking about how he became a first-time home buyer, what he did to get there, and that he's now saving for his second home, and his aspirations are to have multiple properties over a period of his lifetime. And we calculated based on my home buyer analysis that if you buy a home in your 20s and you buy a home every 3 years and you raise the rent 3% every year, and we use a 3% appreciation, that over a 20-year period of time, you could easily amass 5 properties free and clear worth over $2 million, paying you $15,000 a month in rent.
Right.
Okay. And there's no telling whether you're going to stop there or not. Okay. Yeah. But I keep it simple when I teach this program, Chase, because not everybody wants to be a property management person, and you don't have to be with 5 properties, but you could hire somebody to manage them if you didn't want to.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
So you are now saving for house number 2, but you were telling me during the break that about a couple of clients that you're working with. One is like a very wealthy client that has millions of dollars in the bank, makes a lot of money, putting a lot of money down, buying, maybe a $700,000 house. And then you said, oh, we just went into contract on another client. Won't mention any names, but how were you introduced to this client?
So I got introduced to this client. I was doing a first-time homebuyer class, as fate would have it, with a gentleman realtor named Dan Pokema. We did it at a venue. It's called Three Masks. It's a African cultural store. And these clients came to me after the show and they said, hey, Chase, we're looking to buy a house. We don't have enough money to do a 5% down. We want to do all these things, but, we want to stabilize our monthly payment. We want to make sure it's not going up. We want to start getting some equity under our belt. We want to get a house that we can raise our kids in.
Okay. So what's happened? So how long ago was that?
So that was beginning of the year. All right.
Okay.
So they have been working with me since January, and we finally went under contract. As you know, the market right now is absolutely crazy. But what I was super excited about was on these conventional home-ready programs, the rates are so favorable that we're actually seeing rate rebates right now on these.
What do you mean by that?
So the rates exist on a matrix. Okay. Of whether you are putting money towards the rate to reduce your monthly payment or you can get a rebate back in what's called a lender credit to stipend some of your closing costs.
Okay. So right now, because it's such a competitive market, it's hard to get a seller to pay closing costs.
Exactly.
So you're saying that you could bump the interest rate up slightly,
right,
if desired, but give them money, give them a credit back from us.
Right, exactly. So I was able to get them $1,500.
No kidding.
And it only cost them, $30 a month.
Extra in a payment.
Extra payment. And I did the numbers on that. And I was like, shoot, if you're in this house 5 years, that's what we call a break-even point. It would be your 5 years.
Wow.
You're going to be renting it out by then anyway.
Likely.
But
even if they don't, how much are they paying for this house?
They are paying $217,000.
Okay, $217,000. Okay, and if that house increased only by 7% per year,
right?
Okay, which we're seeing like 16 to 23%.
It's crazy.
7%. That means that it increased by $15,000 a year times 5 years. So in 5 years, their house should be worth $75,000 more.
Right.
But even if it only increased by 3%, it'd be worth $35,000 more.
Exactly.
So for $30 a month, they're going to make $35,000.
Exactly.
Or $75,000. And it would even be $140,000 if we just continued at the pace we're going. But we can't assume that that's going to, we're not going to stay at this appreciation pace forever.
Right.
But we don't expect houses to go down because we're experiencing inflation. Cost of goods are going up. Interest rates are probably going to go up along with it. A shortage of inventory always drives the market up. Right. So what could you tell our young folks listening to this now, or maybe adult parents with young people like me, because a lot of my listeners are my age, or even grandparents of young folks your age? What encouragement, what advice could you give them to help them, encourage them to help their siblings or their children or grandchildren become homeowners?
Here's the hard truth of the industry. When we see appreciation like this, it means that you want to get in the game as soon as possible, right? There's no two ways around that. When you're seeing appreciation like we are right now, a house that may be perfect for you right now may be not obtainable for you in the next year, and your rent's going to go up anyway, right? Everything's going up. The fastest way to be able to stabilize your monthly expenses is to buy a house as soon as possible.
Well, so what do you say to people say, oh, it's getting too expensive right now?
It's only going to get more expensive.
It's only going to get more expensive. And you're right, because your rent's going to go up with it. Actually, rents are going up as fast as houses are appreciating. So you might as well get in the game of homeownership.
Exactly.
And you bought a home less than a year ago, and you've already increased in value by about $35,000.
Correct.
It makes no sense to be a renter.
To keep renting.
There's no such thing as a rich renter.
Nope.
They don't exist. You find me a person that's a renter, that's rich, I don't think you're going to do it. I've never seen one. The wealth in this country is built in real estate because, look, the chances on me being a famous country singer are probably not that good.
No. I've heard
what do you
sing.
mean? I'm not that bad, okay? I'm not likely going to be a movie star, and my aspiration was to be a famous race car driver, and that really hasn't panned out for me, although I'm still pretty good.
Pretty fast.
I'm pretty fast.
We've done that NASCAR experience.
I have done many times. So, but the fact of the matter is that the way to build wealth in this country is easy. You just got to get in the real estate game.
Correct.
You got any questions for me? I'm the Loner Ranger. You want to talk to Chase Woodburn directly? Call him at 407-869-8830 or connect with me at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. I want to thank Chase for coming on the show. He's an inspiration to all young people, and I encourage you to stop renting, get in the market, call Chase. He's enthusiastic about the program. He will get you home. WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place.